This is Lab 6. We're Group 11 for microprocessors and Spring. So this lab has 3 analog signals for 3 devices. They are the light sensor, a touch sensor, and a temperature sensor. We're going to capture a base value for the 3 of them at the beginning of running the code, and it's going to be 5 reading of each. Average that. That's going to be the base value we're going to store in light room, temp room, and touch room for each one of them. And then we're going to continuously read in an infinite loop the values as they change, and then we're going to turn on some LEDs on it. Let's run the code, make sure there's no errors. Okay, there's no errors at all. Let's start. This is the skeleton provided to us on Canvas. So this is the variables we're going to use, and 3 functions I'll show later. That was all given to us. This is where we read the base values for the 3 sensors, and then we go into an infinite loop. We're going to read values all the time as they change. So here's the first part of the code. This is for the light sensor. So we have a dead zone. That's to avoid flickering. We have the same for every sensor, and that's just to avoid flickering on the LEDs. So the dead zone for the light sensor is between 1.8 and 1.2 of the base value. So if it's not between those values and the new reading is higher than the base value times 1.8, then we turn on the LED. It just means that it's darker than the base value, and we're gonna turn it off whenever it gets lighter again, when it goes under 1.2 of the base value. This is the temperature sensor. We have the same thing, a dead zone to avoid flickering on the LED between 1.03 and 1.01 of the base value. If the new value is not on that zone and is higher than 1.03 of the base value, then we're going to turn on the LED. It just means that the temperature went up. And then once the temperature goes down, it would turn off again. That would take a little bit of time since it's a temperature sensor. And then the third part is the touch sensor. In here, we also have a dead zone between 0.7 and 0.9 of the base value of touch. And then we're supposed to change this and have the light toggle with every touch and stay on or stay off once it's not touching. And that's what we did. We used the variable flag to help with that part of the code. So if the touch is, the new values is higher than 0.9 of the base value, it means that it's not touching. The LED will be off and flag will go to 0. And once you touch it, the value is gonna go under 0.7 of the base value, and the flag being off is gonna toggle that LED. We'll show all of this later with the breadboard. And these are the 3 functions that were given to us. It just configures the ADC. This is for the fading the LED if you're looking in a darker environment. And this is just to get the analog values and the average of them.
I'm now going to test out the touch sensor, show you that it works. So touch it, the red light goes on, touch it, the red light goes off, touch it, the red light goes on, touch it, the red light goes off. Now for the temperature sensor, I'm just going to hold it to heat it up. And there you go, it's hot, so now it turns on.
Now we're going to demonstrate the light sensor, which is over here and is connected to the blue LED on the left. Every time we cover the sensor, the LED will go on. Every time we uncover it, the LED will go off. Notice there is no flickering.